Good afternoon, Pokesports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a Cradily team. Now, Cradily, the fossil Pokemon that is probably the best fossil Pokemon now that I'm thinking about it, right? Because all the fossil Pokemon are kind of pretty bad, except for maybe Aerodactyl. I guess Aerodactyl was a pretty good one. Yeah. Probably Cradily and Aerodactyl are probably the best two. It does have access to a very rare ability, that being Storm Drain, which means it's very good into like Kyogre matchups. It also covers for the water weakness that, you know, it would have had otherwise. Not water weakness, I guess, caught in water resistance because it is part rock type and grass type. But what makes it really cool is that it does have access to things like Meteor Beam and things like, you know, Giga Drain. Grass in general is a very great move in this metagame, so I hope that I'm able to use it today. I'm pretty much going to use it on this team as my Ogre mitigation if I can, but if I can set Trick Room, and if I can Dynamax, and if I can sweep with this thing, of course I'm going to try to do that too. So this team is actually pretty interesting. This team is from Graybeard on Discord. It is actually running a lot of synergy on this team. Now this team is mostly special attackers, if not all special attackers. So we have things like Specs Regieleki to do a crazy amount of damage. We have things like Calyrex Shadow, which has Trick Room and Will-O-Wisp, kind of as our supportive option that can still hit very hard. We have the Yveltal with Life Orb, which hits like an absolute truck. And just to make sure that we're not walled by especially defensive tanks, we do have things like Whimsicott that has Fake Tears on it, just to give it that little bit of chef's kiss. Perfect. And on top of it all, we do have some pretty good synergy with the Alola and Persian, which gets, you know, Dark Aura boosted Snarls and Foul Plays, and can live a lot of hits with its fur coat and the Assault Vest here. And it's a great fake out option as well for you know, those very sticky situations. So we have a very cool team here. Hopefully this team can really get to shine. Hopefully Cradily can you know, get some wins in today's video. If you guys are excited to see Cradily here on the channel, you know, do hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's go ahead and get on to today's battles. Kind of a standard Zacian Calyrex Shadow team, if I do have to say so myself. But I think we have a lot of Pokemon to like really tear this up. Like specifically Alecki and Calyrex Shadow can really pop a hole in their team before they're able to get going. We'll bring the Cradily in the back in case we want to Trick Room here. And the Yveltal in the far back, also in case we need a secondary Dynamax option. Now, the cool thing about Regieleki and Calyrex lead is because it makes them think we're going to do one thing when in fact we do the other. Right? We have the option of going for the Trick Room if we want to go down that route and get the Cradily set up, right? The Cradily, unironically, does pretty good into the Thundurus, but not so good into the Zacian, right? We really got to worry about that Zacian. Zacian's going to have to be dealt with like the Yveltal and Trick Room, right? Because the Yveltal and Trick Room does have access to Max Flare in the sun. Not in the sun, with a Life Orb. I mean, it will be in the sun if I go for it twice, but that's not the plan here. Now, they go with the Thundurus Zacian lead. Interesting. This sets us up kind of nicely. Because we are able to blow, like, one of these two things up with the Specs. And then, like, finish it off with the other one. Hold on. We can... I want to set Trick Room like so badly, but I'm pretty sure they're just like protecting and then doing something else. So instead, I will just go for the Volt Switch onto their Thundurization, onto the Thundurus, and Trick Room here. Oh, but I could just blow them up, huh? Fine. They're going to protect Zacian. They have to protect Zacian. You look at a Calyrex Shadow. Yeah, they have to do something with Zacian there. You look at a Calyrex Shadow and a Regieleki lead, you have to do something, right? You have to leave. You can't just leave the Zacian on the field to get one shot. So good. Dynamax. Perfect. Nice. We get the Cradily in for free, baby. And we probably have to hard swap out the Cali Shadow, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just something we have to do. Now, I hope they go for Airstream here. That'd be funny. Because then my Cali Shadow will actually outspeed the Thundurus and Trick Room. Big Volt Switch. Half healths it. That's a Specs Alecki for you. Okay. Yeah, into the Cradily we go. And this means it's a free Trick Room no matter what happens. Airstream. Beautiful. Into Cali. Even better. Okay. Now what I can do here is go for... I think I'm Dynamaxing my... Yep, I'm Dynamaxing Cradily here. The reason I have to is because an instant fake out can still slow me down and still trip me up, and I don't like that. I don't like giving the opponent that option. So I'm going to Dynamax, Max Rockfall, the instant, knock it out, hopefully. And then just go for a straight up single targeted Astral Barrage onto that Thundurus spot. I think that's A-okay. Single targeted Astral Barrage on a Thundurus that is Life Orb and not AV should be enough to knock it out. Best of one, she's going for that Trick Room, baby. And what's really cool with this team is that if that was going to be like a best of 3 situation next turn, I could just say they could have been predicting me to go for the Trick Room since they saw it game 1, and I could have just, you know, just done the Shablast with Calyrex, Shadow, and Regieleki and knocked them out. All right, let's see. Max Rockfall now. Into this Incin. See some damage. Not going to be enough to knock out. But the Calyrex Shadow should pick up the KO if it doesn't die here. We'll see, though. Looks like Incin. Yeah, it's just going to go for the Flare Blitz into the Calyrex Shadow. That's fine. That's okay. I might knock out Incin after some residual damage, though. Actually, no. Unfortunately not. They go for the Knuckle. Ouch. This is going to hurt. It's not going to destroy me, though. Now, I can't go into a Lucky. I have to go into Yveltal. All right, everyone has to take chip damage now except for me, so that's kind of nice. Okay, I have to go into Yveltal and just click Heat Wave. That's all I got to really do here, because then it covers for the swap into Zacian if they do it. I just have to make use of my Trick Room turns while I'm here. I already Rockfall, so I don't have to Rockfall again. I could just max Ooze onto Thundurus and then Heat Wave. I'm putting a lot of reliance on my Heat Wave to connect here, though, because I'm kind of trying to get a double KO with the Heat Wave while simultaneously getting some special attack onto my Yveltal, so I can make sure that I can one-shot the Zacian if the Zacian ever comes in. We'll see how much the max Ooze does, though. Not a lot, but I think with the Heat Wave, it'll be enough. Fingers crossed, please. Why do you still outspeed? Oh my goodness. You got a +1 speed and you still outspeed. That's a lot of damage I didn't want to take. The Instant's gonna unfortunately knock itself out here. Maybe I should have gone for the Oblivion Wing, but it's okay. The Heat Wave will be single targeted now, at least. It is enough to knock out Thundy. All right, we got a couple turns left in Trick Room. I believe 2 more. So even if the Zacian does protect, we'll be able to stop it. Right? It can't run forever. So I'm probably just going to have to protect as well with my Yveltal here. Hit the Sidemon. And then, you know, stalling out the Zacian protect. Actually, Zacian didn't protect turn 1. Does he even have it? I don't know. Whim. All right, that's not going to do anything for you. At least not in this situation. Maybe a late game Tailwind will do a lot. Actually, I should deal with this Whim sooner rather than later. Thankfully, the Sand is going to break the Sash here. Yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room. Okay, yeah, I gotta deal with the Whim now. So I'm going to Ooze the Whim. And I'm just going to protect here. And then the Sand should knock out the Whim from there on out. So that no matter what happens, I will get 1 turn to get a chance to Heat Wave Zacian, and then the following turn I'll get a chance to smack it with my Lucky. They go for the Helping Hand boost. Wow. Okay, so they're definitely going to go for the Cradily this turn is what that means. And if they went for the Yveltal, that's a throw. They got to know that I'm going to click Protect. Oh, they did! Oh, they have Quick Attack. That's scary. That means they don't have Protect. They have Quick Attack instead. What are you? Beyblade, Swords Dance, Quick Attack, and Play Rough? Huh. Or maybe they do have Protect. They just didn't want to click it there. Interesting. Well, I had to knock out that Whimsicott now. And the reason why I had to knock out the Whimsicott now was simply because I'm going to have to deal with Trick Room being over this turn. My highest damage output is in fact my Meteor Beam, so I guess I will go for the Meteor Beam onto the Zacian, and I have to go for Heat Wave even though I know they have Quick Attack. They do have Protect. Okay, so they're just going to take more Sand Chip, it seems. Okay, unfortunately, my Meteor Beam will not connect, but I could just go for Energy Ball. Doesn't actually change too much. It's still about the same damage, except Meteor Beam is just a little bit stronger. The issue with Meteor Beam is I can only use it once. It's fine. They have to attack my Yveltal, though, right? They have to attack my Yveltal. They have no way of outspeeding my Alecki after this, so I think the game is still in my favor. So let's just go for the Energy Ball here, and let's just keep Heat Waving. B-Blade will go on to something. I guess they're relying on a Heat Wave miss because they're going into the... Yeah, okay. I only have resisted hits for you. They might have thought that I had Earth Power, though, which is the only reason I could see that play. And they have to rely on my Heat Wave missing, which it doesn't, thankfully. Nice. Yes, Heat Wave. What is that? A +2 Heat Wave single targeted with Life Orb on a Yveltal? Yes, that's damage. I'm going to eventually knock myself out here, but... I still had Alecki in the back for like just in case everything went wrong, right? Anyway, gonna go ahead and take a dub in this episode. Beautiful. Calyrex Ice Ogre. Double Grass. Incin. Mimikyu. Okay. Well, we're going against Ogre, which is nice because we have Cradily. And even Cradily into Calyrex Ice is a pretty fair matchup into Cradily's favor with, you know, like Meteor Beam being a pretty common thing on it. Now, I'm looking at the Whim, and I'm a little bit concerned, but I do have Calyrex with Trick Room, which would be a little bit cheese. But I kind of like that. Let's go Cradily Calyrex. I like that a lot. Let's go Cradily Calyrex. Do we bring the Alecki? Honestly, Alecki kind of slaps everything on their team if we can get it in a pretty good situation. Has Electric Ball too? Oof, that's spicy. Okay. Do we need the Persian? Probably not. Let's do Yveltal Alecki. We're going like full damage here. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think we're going to have a pretty decent matchup here. Fingers crossed though, right? Because we are bringing Cradily and I'm leading Cradily. Like I'm putting a lot of baskets or a lot of eggs into the Cradily basket right now. Also, I just realized I don't really have another Dynamax option. I guess Yveltal would be my other Dynamax option beyond Cradily, right? Which isn't bad. Yveltal is pretty good as a Dynamax option. Pretty good. It's amazing as a Dynamax option. Okay, they're gonna lead with Incin and Mimi. So they definitely want to set Trick Room, it seems, here, but I get a nice Meteor Beam potentially into this Incineroar, which is kind of cool. I could just undo the Trick Room, so that kind of works out for me there too. I kind of give them the decision to make. I think I am gonna just... I could also just go for a Max Ooze onto their Mimikyu, which should break its disguise and give me the +1 needed. I think I don't actually mind Trick Room, if I'm going to be entirely honest. Part of me welcomes it. Let me go for the Meteor Beam onto the Incin. And let me just Astral. Do I just give them Trick Room? Just let it happen? No, I'm Trick Room. I'm gonna try to stop it. I'm Trick Rooming. And worst case scenario, if they don't Trick Room and they go for like a Shadow Sneak, okay, so fine. That's still okay. That's still not the end of the world. Now, if they double into that spot, it could be at the end of the world because I just realized they didn't go for Fake Out here, so that might have been a double into that. Their Life Orb on that. Wow, they did double. They do not like Calyrex Shadow. They demise. They hate it. But I might knock out an Incin for free, which is kind of cool. Don't think I mind that at all. We traded Incin for Calyrex Shadow, which I guess is an okay trade. It's not a great trade, but as long as the Cradily can stay on the field, their Ogre means nothing to me. So connect, beautiful, nice. Big Meteor Beam off. I'm gonna blast this Incin until tomorrow. All right, so it looks like they didn't want to set Trick Room because of my Cradily, which is fine. So like I said, Cradily got the chance to shine that it needed. Now I could go into Alecki and do some serious damage here. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do because that puts a lot of pressure on their side of the field, specifically their Calyrex Ice if they go into it. I get to Shablast something. Now, Whim. Who cares? Like, so? Whimsicott. Whatever. Dynamax, Max Ooze. I think I just... Yeah, I think I just double the Mimikyu here, and I think there's nothing to really stop me from doing that. And I think I am gonna Dynamax my Cradily here. They can't go into Ogre. They have to deal with this Cradily. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they have to deal with it. This could also be a Trick Room whim for all I know. We're gonna be Dynamaxing, which means they're not Dynamaxing their side of the field, which is kind of cool. They're probably just gonna try to Tailwind and do some damage onto my Lecky. But like I said, if you keep ignoring this Cradily for too long, Cradily's gonna take over. We'll see. Here's the Tailwind. So they're definitely not gonna Trick Room now. And there's a Play Rough. That might knock us out, yeah. It does knock us out, but we get a Max Ooze off, which I guess we'll take. I actually don't like that too much. I think that was a very good turn for them, unfortunately. We are going to break the disguise, which is nice. I think we have to be very cautious with what we do here. I do think we can go for like a Sucker Punch onto this if we have it. We have to make sure we have it first. But we have to go for the Sucker Punch onto this. Oh, we don't. Okay. That might change some things. We still have to go into Yveltal here. I think we have to Protect. Yeah, this is still a little rough. This Tailwind could be a problem. We got to Protect. Then we have to go for... a Max Ooze wouldn't make much of a difference. Could do Max Rockfall just to get some special defense on the Cradily. But then I start chipping down my own Yveltal too. Okay, we have to... I'm going to go for the Max Rockfall onto the Mimikyu. And then I'm going to Protect with my Yveltal. And then next turn, I can go for an Oblivion Wing onto the Whimsicott spot. And then we have to break the Whimsicott Sash. Like now or never. Endeavor. That doesn't work on Dynamax like that, Tom. But okay, nice try anyway. Cool. No, now I know. That's a little terrifying. Endeavor. All right. Well, by Mimikyu. Now their last is most likely going to be the Calyrex, which does mean we get one turn to blast it with a rock move at +2, which is kind of nice. They got to choose if they want to go into my Yveltal or if they want to go into my Cradily here. It's Calyrex, right? Oh, it's Ogre. I win. I won. What can they do? They can't go for water moves. They have Storm Drain. I won. Nice. That's all I needed. That is absolutely all I needed. Now I'm just going to go for the Max Ooze here. And I guess a Dark Pulse onto Ogre. Why not? They're going to outspeed, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter in the slightest. Cradily is going to take this game because they've chose the wrong restricted. Dynamax. Go ahead. Dynamax all you want. What do they have? Like Ice? I guess I'm neutral to Ice. If they have Hailstorm, I could be in trouble. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, maybe I should have gone for a Rockfall. Because then I would have gotten some special defense. They Encore me. That doesn't work, Tom. They do have Hailstorm, though. Onto my Yveltal. That will knock out Yveltal. Unfortunate. But I have a +3 Cradily with a Grass move. That's all I really need right now. They took away their own rain, and they're going to do some chip damage to themselves. I hope that I can take at least one. I think I can take at least one Hailstorm and then like heal it all back thanks to the Giga Drain. We'll see though. Best of luck, Cradily. All right, there's a chip damage. +3 Cradily versus the Dynamax Ogre. Do I have Protect? I could try to stall some of these turns out. I don't lose anything from... Yeah, I do. Oh, I have Energy Ball, not Giga Drain. Okay, so yeah, I should try to stall at least one turn of their Dynamax. Get a little bit more chip damage with the Hail. I think that'll be all right. I only want to get hit by one Hailstorm, please. Not two. Now, I'm really hoping Rock resists Ice. I believe it does. We'll see now through this damage output. It might not. Wow. Okay, hold on. We could lose. Do I need a double Protect here to win this? That was a lot of damage. Okay, their Tailwind runs out. Oh no, I'm weak to ice. I need to double protect. I lose. Oh no, I lose no matter what. Unless they're like... I got the double. I got it. Hailstorm again, man. This is bad. No, there's no way I live in Ice Beam. Rock doesn't resist ice. That's so dumb. I hate this. Why do they have to make rock worse? Why do they have... I don't understand. That Ogre Dynamax is literally what can win them the game. Now, I have to hope that... I don't know. Now I lose. No matter what, I lose here. GG. Oh, that was such a close battle, though. That was such a close battle. The Cradily couldn't win it in the end. Goodbye, Cradily. Oh, that's so sad. If they had Thunder instead of Ice, I think that would have been a great matchup. That would have been great for us. We would have won that game. I think my mistake was not attacking that Ogre when I had the opportunity to, and I had a couple of opportunities. Specifically that turn where they went into the Eviltal spot. Anyway, GG. Terrakion? Okay, hold on. This is like beat up on both of them. Hold on. Yeah, either they can beat up the stamina or beat up the justified. Ooh, this is a little scary. We have fake out for that though with Persian. And I think it has to be Eviltal. That's rough though, because that Terrakion could tear me up. I could also do Persian Calyrex. Actually don't have a great way of stopping that Terrakion, and I'm sure they see that. I don't have to stop the Terrakion, I just have to stop the Whimsicott. So let's do Persian Calyrex. Bring the Eviltal in the back, and I guess Cradily in the far back. I just don't quite know what Cradily can do unless we have Trick Room set up, which I think has to be our goal. Our goal this game has to be to set Trick Room up. And that's why we're leading with the Calyrex Shadow. We'll see how this goes, though. They definitely got some ideas. They got some strats. They got some things kicking here. So we got to make sure that we can burn through this, right? All right, Whimsicott Terrakion is going to be their lead of choice. All right. So they have beat up. Thankfully, we have fake out. So I think our first turn should be to try to get the fake out and the KO on the Whimsy. Right? So let's do that. We fake out Whim. And we go for the Astral. Hopefully they don't see it coming. Terrakion protects. Perfect. Are they just tailwinding? That means the Whim didn't protect. Beautiful. Okay, we knock out Whim. That's all we need. Hopefully. Wow, that's a tanky Whim. Hold on. We might not knock out the Whim. That's a very tanky Whimsicott. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness, we don't knock out Whim. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, we are in so much trouble. Wait, no, we're not. We foul play the Whim. And we burn the Terrakion. Or do we Trick Room now? No, we foul play Whim and we Trick Room. They have to decide. Do they want to set Tailwind or... Yeah, we Trick Room. They have to decide, do they want to set Tailwind or do they want to beat up themselves? They want to set Tailwind, fine. They did it. They set Tailwind. They don't commit to Dynamax and the Terrakion yet, which is very interesting. Instead, they just go hard into Persian. Persian's gonna live that, by the way? Yo. Holy. I unironically don't want to be in Trick... Actually, no, they Tailwinded, so I do want to be in Trick Room right now. Hold on. This Trick Room's going to change the game. Perfect. Thank you for Tailwinding instead. I pinned the Whimsicott there, right? If the Whimsicott went for beat up, the Persian outspeeds and knocks it out with foul play. Or, if they don't... Does Persian outspeed Whim? I might have just been calling their bluff. I might have just been calling their bluff here. They go into Groudon, but keep in mind, they are still... Tailwinded here. So in this situation, I could just go for a foul play into the Groudon. I think I want to burn something. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm just going to burn everything I can. Or I could just try to get some damage off, but I think burning them is going to be more meaningful in the end game. I'm going to burn the Terrakion. Don't know why. Just think it's a good thing to do. Oh, I guess that's why. Burn the Terrakion, baby. Double protect? What's the point? Don't see the point to that one. I think I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Unless I ignore this Terrakion now. Since they did that. I could double into the Groudon, thinking the Groudon's going to Dynamax since they saw that I'm worried about their Terrakion. Yeah, I'll double the Groudon. Listen, I could burn either one of these. I don't care which one. They're not committing to Dynamax until they see which one, though. The Foul Play is going to do a lot of damage, followed by the P-Blades. Persian's going to avoid. Calyrex is going to avoid. That's why you use Ogre instead, baby. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy how this Groudon is actually still faster than me in Trick Room, even though it's behind Tailwind, though. That's wild. Okay, Groudon is burnt. That should make my job a little easier. Now, I can go into Cradily and start making some things happen. I don't think I have to Dynamax Cradily. No, and I won't. I'm just going to Energy Ball here, followed by Astral Barrage. The Groudon's burnt now, so I'm not too concerned with the Groudon doing damage to my side of the field, I don't think. Groudon's going to protect. Okay. I doubled in. I guess they're just trying to stall my Trick Room turns, right? Yeah, okay. Fine, I guess. Go ahead, do that. I think I'm taking enough lives, though. I think it's still a double KO no matter what they do. Actually... Since the Groudon outspeeds me in Trick Room, oh, they're Tailwind Peters. Maybe that's why they wanted to do that. Man, whatever. Same exact thing, I think. Same exact thing. Terrakion has lower defenses, so this E-Ball might actually knock it out here. Beautiful. And then Groudon's about to take a single targeted Astral Barrage, which should also knock it out. Bruh. This P-Blades is not your friend, my guy. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it matters. It mattered last time, right? Last time, I'll be the first to admit that it kind of mattered a little bit. But like this time, you're burnt. But hey, it looks like Cradily gonna make some things happen. We definitely did play this one like kind of great with the whole Tailwind Trick Room interaction. I feel like we made it happen there. Charizard. Yikesard. Okay, I got a decision to make. I'm gonna hard swap Yveltal and then try to Trick Room again. They're probably just gonna forfeit there. Because I think if I can get the Cradle in the right situation, I could Rockfall it and knock it out. I just have to make sure it outspeeds. I'm sure the Cradily is gonna be the Charizard's target. Are they not gonna Dynamax? They just give up. They should Dynamax at least, right? If they go into the Cradily spot, I have a great chance of still like solidifying my victory here. Just to get the speed control back up. Now they could go into the Calyrex and slow me down a little bit, which is a little bit unfortunate. The good news is, I guess the bad news is the Charizard's going to do a lot of damage. I could have actually just thrown here because I feel like maybe if I just double attack, that would have been fine. But we'll see. The Airstream. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. This is concerning. It's not awful, it's concerning. Thankfully, the sun goes away. Oh my goodness, thankfully. They gotta make a decision. I could match their Airstream here, but they'll still be faster, unfortunately. But I think my Yveltal can take at least one hit from this thing. Okay, no matter what, I should go for a Max Darkness, right? Because I will never be faster than the Charizard no matter what I do. And then I'll go for the Meteor Beam here just in case they decide not to attack the Cradily. I should have just attacked with the Cradily last turn. It's fine. I was trying to make a play. The play didn't happen, though. The issue is I did just enable myself to a loss, or, you know, like open the opportunity of a loss, which is never a good idea. But I think we might still be okay. The airstream again, that's not into Cradily, right? Okay, good. That's into Yveltal. Okay, we don't lose. Nice. As long as our Meteor Beam connects, we'll be okay. That did not do anywhere near enough damage to win them the game. Max Darkness now into the Charizard. Should be doing like an astronomical amount of damage too. Yeah, I didn't even need to Meteor Beam there. I could have gone for literally anything else. It's okay though. Nice. Okay, looks like Cradily. Can you do it? Can Cradily knock out a Charizard? Can it be the one to do it? I think so. Come on, I believe in you, Cradily. I have nothing but the utmost faith in this weird plant thing, and the Meteor Beam will knock out the Zard. Cradyly's taken another dub. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. That's what we like to see, folks. GG's, Jacob. And here you have the rental code for the Cradily team, which I think did an amazing job in today's video, right? We saw a lot of different times that Cradily really did make a difference when it came to the matchups. I feel like as long as we got the Trick Room up, the Cradily was able to thrive in the matchup, right? So overall, thank you so much, Graybeard, for posting this team on Discord. This team was a load of fun, and I think we got to use pretty much every single facet of this team. We got to use the Calyrex Shadow multiple times with the Trick Room. We got to use the Yveltal as a Dynamax option, as a non-Dynamax option. We got to use the Cradily, you know, as a Meteor Beam spam, as a Max Ooze abuser, as, you know, a stop to Kyogre, essentially. The unfortunate thing is we never got to use Fake Tears on Win, but I understand why it's there. It's there for situations where you just want to Dynamax Yveltal and bring Whimsicott in the lead, right? I was trying to push away from those situations because I was trying to make Cradily work, but I'm sure there were multiple situations that I came across where just a Whimsicott plus Yveltal lead would have been the optimal option, or just like a Whimsicott Fake Tears plus a Regieleki Choice Specs boosted Destructo move would have just wiped out the enemy team as well. So super cool team. I love it a lot. Thank you so much for posting it on the Discord. Make sure to check out Graybeard's stuff down below in the description as well. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Kevin, this Pokesports. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.